Hello. Welcome to another live. I've got hearing fireworks going off. I'm tempted to run outside. But I'm here with y'all, so I'm going to stay here. But I'm hearing fireworks, and I love fireworks. Do you hear them? What up, T? There's fireworks happening. And of course, as soon as I start the live, I hear the freaking fireworks. I see you. You made it. Yay. What's up? What's up? Hey, Darwin. Welcome, welcome. I'm here. And tonight's going to be interesting because, hello, Babalao. Ifasak, thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Tonight's going to be interesting because I received a download right before I was about to go live and thinking about what the theme was going to be because it was a kind of crazy day and I didn't really sit and tap in to get the theme for today. And then Spirit was like, they know what they need, but it's based on something that you may be saying too much and speaking too much about. And Spirit is just like, say less. So that's all I kept hearing right before I started the live, say less. So we're going to tap into the say less, and you're going to get a message in regards to something that you should be speaking less about or not saying or telling certain people or something along those lines. And it'll be specific, but I don't want you to tell me anything specific. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't mention anything in the comments or whatever about a situation or whatever the case is, because it's say less, right? So like, don't even say to me kind of thing, right? Lavish, welcome, welcome. Jay Will, welcome, welcome. Pure Raw Love, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the live, T. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to be tapping into say less and see what message comes through for you that may resonate, may not. It is what it is, right? But I always say when something doesn't resonate, you have to ask yourself why it doesn't resonate, because sometimes we're just a little bit kind of like, I don't want to accept something, right? But sit with it and receive it and see what it comes, what comes as time goes and as you meditate on it or whatever the case is, or as things develop in the next couple of days or a week. And this could have been a little bit of a preemptive strike to kind of give you a heads up on how to deal with something to come, right? So, Jahim, welcome, welcome. Espiritu, gracias for being here. Thank you. Haley Ford, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. So we're going to tap into say less and see what's going on, because Spirit just keeps hearing, like I keep hearing say less. What's up, John? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I keep hearing this say less situation. So we're going to tap into that. The Gifted Prophet, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining my live. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking the live, John. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, let's see, y'all. Mel's, welcome, welcome. Let's see what it is that Spirit is speaking for you to say less about. That I was like, what is the theme tonight? And I'm here tapping in and whatever, and Spirit's just like, say less. Say less. They need, y'all need to say less. Like there's a lot that you guys are saying or talking about or whatever, or repeating and using your word and using your words. And we be manifesting with our words, yo. And we be saying stuff and we're bringing it to being. So Spirit is like, say less. So let's see what comes through for y'all on the say less. Abraham, welcome. Seasoned, welcome. Cosmos Vintage, welcome. Seasoned Restaurant, welcome. The T-Flow Vibes, welcome, welcome. So for those who do want to tap in, donation-based speed reads, whatever you can share or spare. Value of the reading is $11.11. But if you send $5.55, then you will get entered into the draw to win a free reading with me. A 44-minute reading, $88 value. So yeah, that's the vibes. But either or, I got you. So give me the shh emoji in the comments if you would like to tap into what you should be saying less about. Not using to be mindful of how we're using our words, our speech. Our words are a wand. Our tongue is a wand. And we have to be so much more mindful. Bruja, welcome, welcome. I see you, T. I see your emoji. Let me see y'all's emoji. I see you, John. I see your emoji. Mary Lee Carrie, welcome. Coach G, welcome. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So we're going to say prayer. As always, I will do a collective reading so that we can see what we collectively, because that could mean that more than one of us are kind of doing too much of that. And Spirit's like, y'all my spiritual warriors on the freaking front line with the spiritual war, and y'all adding to the nonsense. No, we're not doing that. So let's see. Kayla, welcome. Valentine, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you would like a Say Less reading message tonight, then give me a emoji in the comments, and whatever you can share or spare in the donations, much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, that was a mosquito. Guys, I gotta get the mosquito. It probably just bit me and then flew away. Did you guys see it bite me and then fly away? I just saw it fly away, but it probably bit me before I did that. It's okay. I'm gonna get it. Let's say prayer for that mosquito, because I'm about to get it. Okay. Give thanks to the Creator. Give thanks to the breath of life, Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities of all traditions, and light and love. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance as I tap into the individuals and the collective in this sacred space this night. Thank you for clear and concise messages. And thank you for overseeing this act of divination in light and love as we tap into the energy and the frequency of Say Less. What, dear Spirit, do you want us to be more mindful and more heartful in regards to the words that we are choosing and using, so that we are manifesting what it is that we truly want to experience in form and experience? Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, give thanks. T-Flow, welcome. Lash Art, welcome. Chef, welcome. I see y'all. Okay. Collective coherence on the Say Less, y'all. What is it that we should be collectively saying less about? And this could be in general, who it is in specifics that we're speaking to. We could be, getting guidance to say less. Again, it depends on what comes through, but sometimes we're just saying too much to a specific person, you know what I mean? Let alone just like what we're saying in general. So we'll see what comes through. DraftKings, welcome. Thank you for joining. Lovely it is. Welcome. Let's get this collective message for those of us in the space and those who see it, whoever is meant to see it. I do post all of the lives on my YouTube afterwards, so I am all up to date. All of the last lives from last week and yesterday have been posted. Talk about Say Less. Talk about Say Less for the collective coherence. The Hermit card. I mean, if there is a card that defines Say Less, it would be the Hermit card. Because the Hermit card, much too true to form, is literally about staying in, going inward, not being around people too much, being mindful of what it is that you're saying, that you're experiencing, that you're doing when you're out and about. Inner wisdom versus looking out from, toward anybody to get the answers that you need, because everything that you need is within you. And a lot of the things that we're receiving and the downloads and all of the things that we're getting that come to us, it is again about being mindful of what it is that we are saying and who it is that we're saying these things to, right? So with the Hermit, don't think of it as not sharing, and ultimately who it is that you trust. You also receive from it, the person that you're speaking to, what the frequency is, what the vibration is when you're actually sharing something. Just trust your gut in those moments, but be selective and be discerning in what it is that you are, first of all, also receiving. And this is something the Spirit just gave me very, very clearly. The discernment is not just in regards to what we are saying and what we are hearing from others, but it's what we are hearing in our own mind, ultimately. This energy of the Hermit that is about going inward, we do have to go inward and really process all of the stuff that is in our mind, that is in our hearts, because there's a lot of fear that we are ruled by. There's a lot of doubt, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of mess, a lot of kerfuffleness, a lot of that we are navigating and that we're sifting through, that will have some effect on the words that we use, on the dreams that we have, on the downloads, on how we're interpreting things, all of that. So it's really about kind of stirring the pot, paying attention to all of the different things that are coming through. And then ultimately, the best way to decide what it is that is going to stick is what feels good. If it doesn't feel good, throw it away. Just throw it away, because the hermit energy is about inner wisdom. It has to feel high vibrational, because if it is anything less than that, and then on top of it, we're going to receive that thing, we're going to hone it and harness it and repeat it, then we're bringing this thing that we should have just tossed out to life. And as magicians and as super empaths and as healers and as manifestors and all of the magic that we are, a thought can become a thing very, very easily when we decide to take it in, to take it on, and to put it out there. So that is really, really poignant for all of us. It's not just about what it is that we're saying at first. We have to think about what it is that we're receiving and really look at all of the different details, all of the information that is coming, and like sift. We got to be sifters, because everything that comes through our head is not always right. Everything that just comes through that we refer to as downloads and, you know what I mean, uploads or whatever the case is, it's not always from spirit. It's not always from spirit just because we're receiving it, because it's our own fears, it's our own doubts, it's negativity, it's all the stuff and a lot of influences that are outside of ourselves, not the energy that is always just inside of ourselves, that kind of take away our agency and take away our sovereignty. And then again, that is sometimes ruled by fear and ruled by the matrix and ruled by a lot of the shit that we're seeing. And because we're seeing with these two eyes, it sometimes overrides the third eye, the first eye. So we have to, again, be sifters and take out the debris, especially before we repeat and speak anything into existence, because we're also being used in many ways. And we have to be mindful of that, because when certain thoughts permeate, especially if it's matrix ruled, but we as manifestors and are high vibrational end up saying what comes through from the matrix, we're doing their dirty work. We're literally doing their dirty work, and they need us to survive. They need us to actually implement these things. So when something comes through based on a thought, based on a dream, based on a fear, based on a what the fuck bullshit is going on the out there, and we take it in here and then end up putting it out there, their work is done. Like they didn't even need to do anything else other than get it in our head and allow it to come out of our mouths. Shit. That's real shit. Sift. We need to be some straight up freaking strainers, sifters, colanders up in this shit and take out the stuff that don't feel. Why would I don't want that. I don't want that. Even if it's real, even if it's true, if we don't want that to be what it is, throw it away and definitely don't say. Throw it away and definitely don't say. Ashe. I might have to freaking post this clip up because I know some crazy shit be coming through my head sometimes. I'm very like, you gonna tell them that? You gonna say that? What you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with that? Listen, shit is so real and so fake all at the same time, which is why we have to be discerning, which is why we have to sift before we say. Okay. There's that. Let's tap into Cosmic Concept from Sacred Soul Simplified. Let's see what our collective message is. Just pulling out the introduction and the appendix so we can get to the cosmic concepts. And let's see what Spirit has for us. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. We've got, I was literally gonna say, if it's too sacred to share, which is so about say less, it's exactly what we got. It's exactly what we got, guys. Some things are just too sacred to share, is the declaration. On this spiritual journey, we encounter divine intervention and practical magic. Some have become daily occurrences that we are accustomed to, while sometimes our minds are blown. These are moments when we have to discern what should be shared. It can be powerful to share something with select people or the public in order to breathe more life into it. Some things, however, should be protected or kept private until it is the right time to reveal to ensure their divinely timed fruition. This also applies to creative and professional endeavors, as it is often just as important to keep what you are building under wraps until it is finalized. Unfortunately, some people don't always have the best intentions for you or your ambitions. They can emit negativity towards your goals, take credit for your ideas, or strategically sabotage them if they are privy to plans or partnerships before they are secure. Sometimes it is not even intentional, but their envy or jealousy can still be transmitted energetically. Some of the people closest to us are simply naysayers because they are undisciplined and unmotivated. They can have a knack for convincing others that they will not succeed, and it is detrimental to believe in someone else's lie rather than your own truth. Your motivation and momentum could be at stake simply by sharing something with the wrong person or at the wrong time, which could pause or prevent your progress. Know when to manifest in silence until your magic is ready for the world. Say less. Spirit says say less. Be mindful of what you be saying and who you be saying it to and when you be saying it and all of the things. Say less. Okay? Let's go into individuals now. T. First on the list, let us tap in for you and see what it is that you might need to be mum's the word about. Let's see. John, you're on deck. Let me see if y'all are here. Give me a little something in the comments if y'all are here. And I will tap in for T and then John. Give thanks. Ashe. Oh. I see you like in the live, T, so you're here, right? I just want to make sure before I officially pull your card. Cool. I see you both here. Awesome. For those who are just joining, thank you for joining. We are tapping into some Say Less speed reads, tapping into what Spirit wants you to be a little bit more hush about, whether it's, making sure you're not manifesting things that you don't actually want for yourself or for the world, and also making sure that you are being mindful of your own personal stuff that you may be sharing prematurely or to the wrong person or people. We'll see what comes through. If you would like to get on the list, give me the emoji. There's a little yellow face emoji with the finger over the mouth. You can put that in the comments. Cash App is at the top for any donations that you can show or spare. And I thank you for your contributions. I'm also taking discovery calls, free discovery calls. So if anybody wants a quick chat with me to see how I may be able to help, whether it's through a reading, a soul session, anything to elevate your frequency, your vibration, because there's too much happening in the world today. You ain't getting that shit over here. You're not getting that with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you all the way up so that that's the stuff that starts to reflect in your life, because that is how we win this war. Guys, let us not get it twisted. It's not by observing what's happening and absorbing what's happening. It is literally elevating beyond it. Okay? Like, let them have it. They can have it. They can have it. We are more than that. We are going where they cannot come. So for us to stay where they are, observing what they're doing, is not it. It's not it. What up, Trey? Thank you for joining. How are you? Keisha, welcome. Lagosha, welcome. We're tapping into Say Less. What it is that we should be saying less about, especially if we don't want to manifest the things that we are saying, because our tongues are wands, abracadabra. Give me the emoji in the comments if you would like a reading, and I thank you for any donations you can share or spare. All right, T. Let's tap in for you. Thank you, Spirit. Tapping in for T. Say less frequency. T. Got you, T. I got you. I'm good. I'm so glad you're great, King. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, T. Say less. And you got the star card, which I have to hide because they consider it P-O-R-N, corn. We're supposed to say corn, right? Instead of the, anyway. You got the star card. So what's coming through for you with the star card representing faith and representing hope and representing healing? It's a very positive card. So the irony in regards to what it is that you need to be saying less about is in regards to your healing journey. The other thing is being mindful of the environments that you're in where you may have been hurt. Because what Spirit speaks in general, but is speaking to you right now, you can't heal where you're hurt. There's closure that you're looking for from certain people. There's validation that you're looking for. There's confirmations that you're looking for. There's, what's the word I was just about to say, Spirit? If you can give me that back, that would be awesome. Admission. There's admission. And when I say admission, it's like admitting. You want somebody, you need people to admit something and to kind of come clean. Come clean. The hope, because this card also represents hope, that you have from these people is and can potentially hold you back, because ultimately we can get closure for ourselves. We assume that we need closure from someone else. We assume that we need someone to apologize, to admit something, to acknowledge something, to atone for something in order for us to have and experience the healing and the hope and the faith and the moving beyond. And Spirit is saying you absolutely do not need that. And it's actually worse for you to go to them in hopes for it, because it's actually going to make it worse for you on an emotional level, because that thing that you're already feeling is going to spiral down when/if they do not give you what it is that you need and what it is that you want to hear. Because when we do approach, I always say when we have conversations with people, it's for 3 reasons. It's either conflict, it's clarity, or it's closure. And we have to be discerning before we say anything to really acknowledge, do I need any of those things from this particular person? And if you're not 100% sure, you sit with it. Again, if you don't know the answer is no. But if ultimately you know that you're not trying to fight and make the situation worse, you're as clear as you need to be, so you don't need clarity. And ultimately, if you decide that I can move on from this thing and you don't need the closure, then it really is a question of what's the point of having the conversation to begin with. Because again, it could be counterproductive to your healing, to your faith, to feeling secure and safe even. And just again, acknowledging what the reason is that you need to say what it is that you need to say. So this could be in relation to what we have talked about, because it is kind of really on point in regards to that situation. So give me an update. If whatever happened already, it would be interesting to see how, that worked out or whatever the case is. But it's really just about in general and going forward for your own healing. And on your healing journey, as I started the reading, don't share too much about your spiritual progress and, the things that you're doing in your meditative practice and all of the things. Being very, very mindful and selective and discerning in regards to who you share that with, because anybody that's not on the frequency that you're on a spiritual level will feel threatened by your spiritual elevation and can, just like the book was saying, and in general, put a little bit of, negativity towards what it is that you're doing. And it doesn't mean that they have an effect on it, because you have the sole sovereignty to block that shit like it ain't nothing, but it's still not a nice energy to be around, for people to be emitting that and for you to be sharing something positive and for there to be anything other than, yay, that's amazing. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? You're going to feel it. You're going to know it. And then say less. Okay. Okay. And again, we learn the say less by saying, right? It's only when we actually experience that and have the conversations with people and we see how they respond or react to us, that makes us say, huh, okay, I got you. I'm not going to tell you next time. You know what I'm saying? But we know from past relationships and past dynamics already what to trust and who to trust. So that's for you, T. Hey, Mirror. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. All right, John, you are up. John the Seraphim, you are up. Give thanks, Spirit, time for John. On the Say Less. John, no. Regards to Say Less. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Absolutely, Mirror. Let me know. The emoji for tonight is the finger over the mouth emoji. We're tapping into say less, things that you should be, you know, not necessarily saying and speaking and all of the things. So that's the emoji to get on the list for a reading. Absolutely, absolutely. And anything you could share spare, donation based, as we know. And I thank you in advance for that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking the live, Trey. I just saw your like. Thank you. I see you, T. Thank you for the heart. You're so welcome. Appreciate you. All right, John. All right, Mira, let me put you on the list first before I forget. All right, John, I got your card. Say less. 6 of Cups. This is an energy of memory, nostalgia, walking down memory lane, things that happened in the past, emotionally as well. So what you want to make sure to say less about and be mindful of is even things that happened in the past in regards to childhood, because again, this is very much a childhood card, dynamics and situations that happened that were not as favorable in your recollection. Retell the story, literally make up a whole new story, and absolutely don't repeat the story. Whether it's this happened when you were a kid and it didn't feel good, don't repeat it. Don't tell the story anymore. And then in your mind, or when you verbalize and use your word in terms of what it is that you choose to say, literally reframe and rephrase and create a new story and a new narrative. So, for example, if somebody, you know, had a abusive childhood and they were beat up or something by their, you know what I'm saying? You retell the story with that particular person. And yes, it's going to feel like you're lying to yourself, but the lie is going to feel so much better than the truth. And it is all about how you feel. It is all about how you feel. We're tapping into Cups energy here. It is all about the emotion, energy, and motion. And when you are telling yourself something and it makes you feel a certain thing, you manifest from that place. And then that ends up building. And then more of those memories are actually going to come to light. The negative ones, if that's the stuff that you're still bringing into the present. And I always say the future is now. So we literally have to start doing the things now based on what it is that we want to see tomorrow. But if we're talking about yesterday, even if it's true, it's still today. Yesterday becomes today and today becomes tomorrow. That's the math. It is what it is. So all of this memory lane and walking down memory lane and nostalgia and all of that stuff, if we go back and we bring it forward, then it becomes future. So be more particular in regards to the things that you're remembering. Again, even if it's true, is the thing that you're remembering, is the thing that you're speaking that is factual, does it feel good? Is it something that you want to still be present? And is it something that you want to still experience tomorrow? And that's the question that you're going to have to ask yourself every time you remember something that doesn't feel good. Every time that you walk down memory lane, every time something comes up again that used to this or that happened or this, anything that you have to say in the past tense, basically. That's how you're going to be able to gauge what it is that you should be saying instead. Because yes, it's fact. It happened. Absolutely. But how does it feel? And how's it working for you to bring it up today? And again, bringing it up today makes it part of tomorrow. So that's the question that you have to ask yourself every time you remember something that's unfavorable or that doesn't feel good or is not ideal or you don't actually want to continue to experience. Reframe it, rephrase it, and start by asking yourself, does this feel good? Is this something that I want to continue to experience? How do I use my magician abilities and reframe that and rephrase that and reformat it and make it into what I want to actually experience? Okay? So yeah, say less of the not so good stuff because we know what that is. Even if it's true, it doesn't serve us to say what doesn't feel good, right? Hot flash coming on. You giving me a hot flash. Right? So the good stuff. We want to say and experience and remember the good stuff. And if the stuff that we remember that's not so good stuff, we turn it into good stuff. Make it good stuff. Lie to you until it becomes true. You know, I'll be telling y'all that. Lie to you until it becomes true because that is literally the math of it. What we tell ourselves over and over and over and over and over again is what presents. It is what reflects. And it's not like, oh, well, you see, I was right. Well, of course we're right. We're creating it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's actually ironically comforting. This is so crazy. I got that download the other day. Like, it's so crazy that sometimes things are comforting when it happens, when negative things happen, because we thought of it first. Because then we're like, you see, I knew that that was going to happen. Well, that's not something to be happy about. Like, I tell myself all the time, like, of course it happened. You've been thinking about it for the past 3 days. Like, so I'm doing, we're all in that. You know what I'm saying? Because when something manifests, good, bad, or ugly, we did that shit. We did that shit. We did that shit. So if we don't want the shit, we got to start, reframing things and switching it up. So I'm going to be all on the Delulu. I am on the Delulu because that's what I want to be true. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's for you, John, the Seraphim. Mirror, you are up. Are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. Let me know. And anybody else? Hello, DJ EY Motion. Thank you for being here. Hello to you. All right, I see you, Mirror. Let's see what you should say less about. Shay. Thanks. In for Mirror. 5 of Wands. And this came up in your last reading from what I remember. Some of the conflict that you have endured, whether it's past or what you're still dealing with now. This is a similar message and it's collective as well, right? We have to say less of what it is that we don't want to experience anymore. And also about the reframing and reshaping and reformatting and rephrasing things. The 5 of Wands is often expressed as conflict, but I read it as training. So when we tap into the things that happen that are unfavorable or whatever the case is, if we look at it solely as conflict, it's low vibrational. There's nothing good about conflict, right? Of course, you can get clarity and things come out of it for sure. But the conflict in itself is combative. Conflict is conflict. This is the exact definition. So it's literally something that is not necessarily fun to be dealing with. But when you change the perspective and you look at the conflict as training, then it augments the frequency. Then it makes it a little bit more higher vibrational because you can say, oh, training means I'm learning something. I'm getting better at something. I'm getting stronger at something. I'm developing a skill. I'm working a muscle. It has a little bit more, again, of a positive connotation to it. So this is where you have to start to switch up your own words in the saying when you do choose to say. But definitely on the say less is not looking at things and speaking things in a low vibrational standpoint. So if there is conflict, don't say that it's conflict. You don't have to say anything. You navigate it with the perspective of looking at it as training, as a lesson. And that's going to make it, first of all, easier for you to navigate it. and get you out of it a lot quicker. But when you think and you say on the low, then it continues to spiral down. So be extra particular in regards to how you are, looking at a particular situation that isn't favorable or that is, again, conflictual in some ways, and reshape it, reframe it, make it so that it is working for your advantage. I always say everything is happening for you. It is not happening to you. And as soon as you say that instead, and as soon as you see that instead, that is exactly what is going to present. Okay? So keep that in mind and heart. And my Andrea is here. Hi, lovey. I miss you. How are you? Thank you for being here. We're tapping into say less. There are things we be saying and using this tongue of ours that is a wand, abracadabra, and saying shit and manifesting shit that we do not want. So we have to be a lot more mindful of what it is that we are saying and speaking. So that's what we're tapping into tonight. You're at work. Cool. I'm glad you're good. Awesome. You're welcome, Mirror. Yeah, manifesting is no joke, especially when the fact of the matter is we could manifest good, bad, and ugly. And more often than not, we're doing more of the bad and ugly because of how conditioned we are to be negative and to complain and to notice the ugh in the world instead of the in the world, because there's so much of that too. And it really is just about what it is that you choose to focus on, because that's what's going to show itself more. So of course, if we're saying negative, we're going to see more negative, Come on, guys. This is New Earth, okay? Oh my God. I'm so ready for New Earth. It's here. It's here. But we're still getting pulled back into this nonsense. Thank you, Mirror. This emoji right here, the shh is the emoji. Thank you, Mirror. While I was going on a tangent. But because, guys, and I was speaking to Spirit, and I was speaking to Spirit, speaking to y'all, because I say a lot of things and I manifest a lot of things. I'm talking out loud to God, to Spirit, but I'm speaking to the collective. And you know what I mean? Just kind of trying, the way that I could do remote healing and remote viewing, I speak, collaboratively in a sense. And as I was speaking to y'all, this was last night, I was talking about the high vibes and this new earth and what we have to tap into. And I was like, guys, I implore you. And then I was like, implore? Am I imploring? Because that sounds like begging. I'm not begging. That's not the vibration. But Spirit was like, implore is like, come on. It's just like, come on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, come on, guys, we got this. You know what I mean? So I was sending that y'all way last night. I was. Yes, let's get it together, Team New Earth. Indeed, Andrea. For real. And I think it's an implore energy that I feel because I know how hard it was for me to come out of that. God, I know how hard it was for me to come out of that. And I can say that with I know how hard it was for me to come out of that. I was a worrywart. I was fear monger. I was all of the stuff because, again, I received so much and it is so heavy. And the conspiracy theories that would just be fucking shown to me before it was shown publicly and stuff, that it was super daunting. It was super daunting. So it made me scared. It made me to the point where why are you telling me that? Why are you showing me? It would freak me out sometimes. But it was through that I ended up getting through it. They always say, the only way out is in, right? The only way, you have to go through it. The only way you have to go through it to get out on the other side. So I went in head first, man. It was literally that face it to replace it, feel it to heal it, and go through the traumas and the dramas. And it was not pretty. Oh my God. How do you stop feeling the heaviness? It's literally going through and carrying the weight. It's the only way you're going to lighten your load is by picking everything up and saying, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. This shit is too heavy. I am done. I'm done. Because other people can tell you, oh, the 10 of Wands, you're carrying too much, and oh, that's negative, and oh, don't this and that. But if you are in your freaking status quo, it doesn't matter what somebody tells you. It does not matter what somebody tells you. You have to carry and put it on you and put it on you until you realize that this thing is like suffocating you. And then realizing what you're doing is you. You're doing it. You're like, we're doing it. Like, that's what it was for me, of realizing that I was picking all of this up. I literally made it that heavy. And it was the only way I was able to put it down is because I had to figure that out for myself. And I had gurus and I had mentors and I had people, and I was taking all of the courses and reading all of the books and all of the things and doing readings for other people and all of the things. And it's so clear when you're doing it for other people. It's so clear. But then you're doing the same shit that you're helping other people get out of. And you're like, this doesn't make sense. And you got to be credible. And that was it for me too. Like, I was like, I need to be credible in what it is that I'm doing. I have to, this is integrity. Like, I gotta speak about it and be about it. So I had to just snap the fuck out of it all the way. It was a choice. It was a decision. It was a load. But when I felt that and realizing like the dude felt that, I was like, yeah, nah. And it's again, that going through it to get to the other side, you only really know what you were carrying and how fucking ridiculous it was when you get to the other side. When all of a sudden your shoulders aren't tight like this anymore, and you're not, and your dreams aren't, and you're all of the things, and you're freaking creepy crawlies and shit. It's only when you get to the other side that you're like, wow. And I did that to myself. We could blame all of the things and all of the people and all of the thoughts and all of the soul sovereignty. That's all. That's it. That's all. Any energy and entity that comes through, you allow it. Sorry, not sorry. You allow it. So until you decide to stand on your 2 feet, terra firma, and be like, I do not consent. You do not get to any of it anymore. They're going to come through. It's 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 going to come through. You're going to see it. It's just going to inundate you. It's going to inundate you. And then again, the more that it inundates you, ironically, you feel validated in being right. And then you stick to it. And then it's a fucking loop. It's a loop. No access. Manita! Hi, babe. How are you? How are the babies? Indeed. Yeah, we got to be done. Like, seriously. Feel that way right now. Hey, Ash. Word up. Indeed. Yeah. It's so not like, oh, God. I'm so grateful. All right. Anybody else? That was Mira, right? This emoji in the comments. I don't know if I missed yours, Andrea, but I don't see it there. Roman is having a party in his mansion. I love that. And Ava Energy Ball is in her castle. I love it. You see, this is how we got to speak. You see that? I mean, I'm giving you a gold star on that, okay? Because you just said that your baby boy in the womb is having a party, high vibes. Parties are always high vibes in his mansion. You just aligned your womb with a mansion. Say fucking word, okay? That part. Words. Saying what it is that we should, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Because some people would be like, oh, and I'm feeling, oh, I just can't wait for this baby to come out of me. How many like pregnant women do we hear say that stuff, right? Come on. So gold star for you, Manita. And Ava Energy Ball in her castle. You know what I'm saying? Liking your baby girl to the princess that she is. That part. Like, word up. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Andrea, I see you now. I got you. That is what I'm talking about, because our words manifest, whether we script them, whether we speak them, but especially when we speak them. We don't have control over the thoughts all the time. The thoughts come a mile a minute. Like, sometimes things come into my head and I'm like, why would you think that? Why would that be a thought that comes through your mind right now? Whether it's fear-based, whether it's some movie that I saw, or that's why I don't watch horror movies. I used to love horror movies, and I wish that I did not have some of the visuals in my head that I still have from horror movies that I used to watch in high school. but I refuse to watch a horror movie and gore and this. I will not do it, because when that stuff goes in your head, you cannot get it out, and it influences your agency. There's no way that it can't. There's no way that it can't. Oh my God. And then your dreams and the nightmares and the thoughts and the fears and there's no way that it can't. So I reduce access as much as I can, because even though I am super high vibrational and I, focus on this and I'm eating clean and all of the things to keep my vibes high, some crazy shit will still come through my freaking head. Some negative, some gore, some fear-based, and I'm like, why would you think that? But I will say that. Why would you think that? And I will reverse it. I will cancel that, say the opposite, but just make sure you do not say out loud what the fuck just came through your head if that shit is not something you want to experience for yourself or the world. Period. Whether it's true or not, don't say it and rebuke it immediately. Immediately. Yaya! What's up, Yaya? How you doing? How you doing? Alafia Tunbi, welcome. Be in the AC all day. I know it's hot. I've got my fan, especially with these hot flashes. I be walking around with this thing. It is hot. We had rain today though, so it cooled things down a bit. All right. What am I missing? Let me know if I'm missing any. I have Andrea that I'm about to go in now. Roslyn, what's up? Hey, Dory. Hello. Girl, what you talking about? What you talking about? I got my fan right here. I don't leave home. Well, I don't go anywhere without this thing. I don't leave home without. I have another little one when I actually am out of the house. But this thing goes with me everywhere. With sparkles. Maybe I should have a fan making party and we decorate fans. Oh my God. Because fans be life right now. Some people know it's an icebox here. It's been raining, then hot, then cold. Oh man, boo. I need to bedazzle my fan. Ooh, y'all do not make me do it, because you know I love some freaking fracking sparkles and bejewelage. Fans are life. And I never needed that. It's this hot. My freaking hot flashes started 2 days after my birthday. I turned 47 on May 7th and I got my first hot flash on May 9th, and they have been incessant since. Like by day 2, I was like, oh no, yeah, these are hot flashes. Okay, welcome to my new life. Okay, gotcha. Pouring, dripping sweat, random, and then it's gone. Anyways, Andrea, you are up. Weather's crazy. 2 weeks of rain last month. Oh, wow. But at least you got it after drought. Word. They ain't right. They ain't right, these flashes, especially because it's my first summer, soon to be summer. It's not even summer yet. In Hotlanta, you're telling me I'm getting hot flashes when I'm in Hotlanta for the first time? Yo, bro. Bro. That's deep. That's deep. Andrea, are you ready? Tonight we are tapping into say less, honey. What it is that we should be zippity doo dah about. Whether it's low vibrational, so we don't want to bring that stuff into form and experience, whether it's with a particular person or situation that we have to just be a little bit more discerning, a little bit more mindful, and say less. That's what we tapping into. All right, Andrea is shreddy. Hotlanta, baby. And I am hot. I mean, I'm hot. But I'm hot. My God. Yeah. It's very, very, yeah, it's a thing. Mama, my mommy's here, guys. Say hi to my mommy. Hi, Mama. How are you? I love you. I didn't talk to you all day today. I just realized that. I'm calling you. Stay up, okay? 11:11. I'm calling you. I didn't talk to my mother today. I talk to my mother every day. How did that happen, Mama? We texted, though. We were messaging, but we didn't talk today, right? See, I don't even know because we talk every day. So I'm like, did we not talk today? My God. I know, right? Get it together. It was a busy day, and I was actually out of the house today. But I didn't talk to my mother today. Mama, did I talk to you today? I don't think I spoke to you today. I talk to my mother every day. Okay, so I'll wait. Be right back. I won't do your reading yet then. I got you, sis. I will wait. I will wait. But mother, did I speak to you today, mother? I don't think I did. That's not like us at all. See, and I was just about to say something, and Spirit was like, say less. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed because it's between me and my mommy. We had a moment yesterday. It was so awesome. And I'm not allowed to tell you. All right, so this was for Andrea, but we're gonna wait because she's at work. Oh, she sings a mommy song every night. That's so sweet. Oh, Kaya had a mommy. She wrote a mommy song when she was 3, and her mommy song was, "Mommy is my best friend. Mommy is my best friend, and she's my mother. Mommy is my best friend. Mommy is my best friend. Mommy is my best friend." That's actually, it was super out of tune, but like on at the same time. That was her mommy song. And she wrote it when she was 3. I have it on video. It was the best. Oh, that's right. I felt lost all day. Love you, Mama. It's true. We didn't talk today. That's so weird. But it's so weird too that neither of us, it's so, anyway, are you going to be up at 11:11? Then you sing the Ava song. I got to hear those songs, Manita. I got to hear those. I got to hear those songs. Oh my gosh. All right. Andrea's up, but she had to go check in at work. So I'm going to wait and make sure she's here before I do her reading. But let me know if anybody else is here. I can do you now. We're tapping into say less and what it is that we have to be more discerning, more mindful of what it is that we are speaking. Cool, Mama. I will definitely call you after. Awesome. She says something. You are my friend. Oh, I want to hear it. That's sweet. Aren't we so lucky? And this is the thing, like I have a daughter and we have like this super, super like, oh my God, awesome relationship. And then my mommy and I have this like super, super awesome relationship. So it's like, I get it as a mom and a daughter. I'm so freaking lucky. I'm so blessed. Welcome, Sadie. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you. She knows when she's recorded. Exactly. Yes. Do a voice note. Sneak it. Sneak it. I want to hear. Snapper Bite. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Anyone else for a reading? Anyone else? Justice card just flew out. So while I wait, let me just tell y'all right now, it doesn't matter what's happening and whether you observe it and all of the things. Justice is being served. Karma is real. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about you. Don't worry about them. Don't worry, period. Stay high vibes. Make sure your heart is as light as a feather. Make sure that you are keeping the energy of order, the ma'at energy of balance, restoring the balance. Lead by example, even if they don't follow. Lead by example, even if they don't follow. Be who you are. Be high vibes, high frequency. We have to start moving through this dimension as if we were in the 5th, the 14th, okay? Because there's 14, okay? They talk about 12. They trap us in the 12. 14. Claim your 14th dimensional vibration, frequency, sovereignty. This is the energy that the Justice card is saying, don't worry about them. We got that. They got that. The more we worry about them and pay attention and all of the things, the more we are staying 1 foot in or completely stuck in their stuff. And that's exactly why they're doing the more to get us so focused on them. It's not the way, it's not the work. They got that. Let karma do what karma do. Let karma do what karma do. Stay out of it. It's not our business. We got to be on some party vibes, on some celebrate good times. Come on some like the split is here, the shift is here, new earth is here. How would we be moving and shaking and dancing and celebrating and singing and dancing if it was here? It's not if, it is. So start acting like it. We have to start acting like it. Because if we're so still preoccupied, that means we're still there. We're still there. I'm not interested. They can have it. They can have it. They can't go where we're going. But can you go? Can you go? Is the question. Because if we're so focused on them, but we're aware of where we want to be, we're in limbo. We're in limbo. Period. I'm not worried about them. I'm eating my popcorn, watching the show until it's time to go. Facts and for real. Anybody else for a reading until Andrea gets back? I hope she can come back before 11:11. Yay! Look at that timing. Look at that timing. You're welcome. You know I be chatting, girl. It's cool. I was chatting. Yeah, exactly. To the left, to the left. All my business to the left. Yo. Period. Not interested if it don't feel good. Not interested if it don't feel good. I just got a request. I don't take people on the live when I'm doing readings, but thank you for wanting to join me. All right, sis, let's tap in for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On the Say Less with the card that hits the floor, which is the Seven of Swords. So, right? So the Seven of Swords represents deception. Sometimes someone trying to like kind of pull a fast one on you and these kinds of things, right? It's what the Seven of Swords usually represents. What's coming through for you in regards to the Seven of Swords in the Say Less is being really particular in regards to, she's like spot on, the people that are around you and being so trusting in regards to your intuition. You know, right now, and this could be at work in particular because it's new energies that I'm feeling. It's people that are around you now. That's not family or friends per se. It's just random people. Could be clients, people that are just coming in the place that you work. You're being a lot more aware of when people are like just not above board and you don't have to say anything. This is the thing. You don't have to say anything. Sometimes we want to correct people. Definitely stand your ground, all of those things. If it involves you, you got to speak up and say what you got to say. But sometimes we see certain things and we feel like we should get involved, or I should say something, or I should be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, because first off, you may be interceding for somebody that doesn't even want it and ends up putting you as well on the out, as well as the person that you actually created conflict with to intercede for this other person. They wouldn't necessarily do it for you. Okay. Energy reading is on fire right now. So, okay. It's making sure you don't put yourself no monkey in the middle with people's stuff. Damn, you ain't lying. Okay. It seems to be like more incessant in this new job, even than the last one. So I don't know if you're doing more customer relations per se, you're around people more, you're in a supervisor role. So that's it too, because sometimes you have to be the one to intercede in some ways, and you have to bite your tongue. You have to be extra professional. You have to be super discerning, and it's strategy. A lot of people don't read the Seven of Swords as strategy. This is strategy as well, on the positive side of it. It's about paying attention to who is deceptive and all of those things. But the positive, when you're putting yourself in alignment with the Seven of Swords, and you know that you're above board and you're not coming with no deception or whatever, it comes through as being strategic, being particular, kind of being very aware of all of the things that are around and all of the people and all of the different dynamics and personalities that you're navigating, and knowing when to skirt, like knowing when to be like, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot sword. Like, that's not my business. That's not for me. That's not for me. Trust your intuition, 100%. And again, if you need to say, but think before you say. This is very much a think before you say anything, to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a worse predicament than if you didn't say anything. Sometimes people will intercede, try to break up a fight, do this, do that, and then they're the one that ends up getting hurt. And it's not about, oh, leave people and just self-preservation and, F the world and just do for you, right? It's not necessarily that, but you do have to be protective over yourself more than you're protective over someone else. That's the quintessential. All of us are trying to figure out this whole self-love thing, but then we literally sacrifice ourselves for somebody else, and sometimes for strangers, and sometimes for people that don't even appreciate it. So keep all of that in mind when you're dealing with all of these different energies and personalities. And sometimes you gotta just if it's not your stuff. Okay, say less. Also having a whole thing with my aunt Jojo and my nephew, and it's falling into this as well. So then it is family as well. Usually not close to him, hence why I need to watch my energy and what I say and give energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So definitely be mindful of that. Okay. I think that's it. It's 11:07. Damn, sis, you always on point. I appreciate you, sis. It's us, it's we, because again, I couldn't if you didn't allow it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Thank you for letting me in. Thank you for letting me in, for your trust. I'm grateful. I'm also going to be posting, first of all, Frequency Fridays. We're going to be doing every Friday, like that I've been telling you. And I'm going to share some other updated news with you guys, but I'm working on how I'm gonna, anyway, there's stuff I have to share. And I'm super, super, super excited. But what I did want to also mention is just, as the weeks are going by, I'm going to be sharing more flyers and different things in regards to my offerings and updates and all of that stuff. And one of them is going to be a testimonial, a tarot testimonial. So for those who have done readings for, whether private, whether it's just a speed read or whatever, I'm going to have this image up on my TikTok. I'm going to send it to you guys, just the actual post. And I would just love and appreciate, and I'm requesting just a comment to answer how the reading was, right? So for example, you could literally, Andrea, just respond, damn, sis is always on point. You know what I'm saying? Because you did. That's what you said. That's what you think. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be posting that maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I think I'll do it on Jupiter Day. I'll post it on Thursday and share it with you guys. And then it would be awesome if you could, and all you have to do is just put a little comment. And then what I'm going to do after I get all the comments is do individual posts with everybody's quote, and then tag you on that. So it's going to be like a 2-tier thing. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow, because Thursday is going to lead too much into Frequency Friday, and I'm going to be focused on that and not be able to give this enough time. We'll see. We'll see. I will post it. And then other news, the song that we released on New Year's Eve, Don't Want to See You Anymore. We've re-released it. The video's the same, but we had to make a few tweaks and stuff because we did some changes on some of the music, some of the vocals and all of the things. And it's now officially on the Spotify and the Apple Music and all of the things. So I'm going to start promoting that as well, and just kind of re-releasing, a kind of re-release type of thing. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, Tia Jojo's birthday Thursday. 85 blessings to her. Oh, happy birthday, Tia Jojo. Yeah, so lots of things happening. Lots of things happening. So I'm excited. And the garden is growing. Oh, the garden is growing. So yeah, big things, happy things. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna focus on the good shit. There's too much good shit happening right now. Of course, there's like stuff. Of course, there is. There's always gonna be. There's gonna be more of the stuff happening because they're trying to make the people like us that are high vibrational on the front lines and are gonna change all of this shit to keep us where they want us to stay because they're harvesting our energy. If like they can only harvest fear. They literally can only harvest fear. They can't harvest the good. We are untouchable when we stay high vibes. It's like, I'm melting. That's what happens to them when we stay high vibrational. So if we're really aware and if we're really observing what's happening, our combat is literally ignoring them and staying high vibrational. But the more we observe them, the more we absorb them, the more we pay attention to it, it's like it's going to cause fear and anxiety. It's going to cause not feeling so good. And then it's like the hooks are in us and they're just sucking us dry like ding dang mosquitoes, like that mosquito that I need to find inside here. Melting. I'm melting. That's what we have to do to them. Front line, sis. So yeah, that's the work. TikTok. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Anita. Feather tiara. I will take it. Because I love me some feathers. TikTok all them videos to get us all worked up. Listen. And then it gets in our head and then we're like thinking about it all the time and then we start dreaming about it and it's all of these things. And it's like, yeah, even if it's true, is that what you want to like make part of your everyday? Listen, if tomorrow is the last day, if tomorrow is going to be the last day on this fucking planet, do you think that I want to know that tomorrow is the last day and think about it on the last day? No, ma'am. No, sir. I want to party like it's 1999. Okay. I want to be ignorance is bliss if it's the last freaking fracking day. That's what I want to go out up. I don't want to go out down. If we getting taken out, if that is the word, let's talk about Armageddon and all of the things. If that shit is real, I don't want to know that in the moment because then I'm going out, under, and down. That cannot be good for my soul. I want to go out when the freaking solar flare comes. Like, I want to be, you know what I'm saying? YOLO. Seriously. So, yep. 1999. That's right. Wow. Facts. It was 11/11. I love you guys. I didn't see that because I was yapping. But seriously. And then videos with animals being hurt, and then they're like, come on, right? God, guys, we gotta do better. I mean, up there dancing the solar flares too. I'm telling you, that's what I'm about. That's what's up. And they can call me, whatever. they can call me whatever. I'm going out up. I'm not going out down. No, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. I am going out all the way up. Because I've been saying it's New Earth, it's collective consciousness, it's the golden age. I'm all of that, period. So I don't leave room to be wrong. And the only way that I could be wrong is if it just happens. So if it just happens, I went out up. Period. As they say. Call me fire. I'm facts. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to call my mommy. And we clocking all the good stuff. We clocking all the good stuff. Yeah, because ultimately too, like these are the lessons that we're here to learn. Is literally to not fucking buy into their shit. That is the number one lesson, and what we're here as light workers, as way showers. We are literally here to not fall into that trap and stay in that loop. So if there's anything I'm going to get right, is not to have to do this shit again. I'm not doing this shit again. Like I know I know the lives, I know the repetition, I know why I'm here again this time. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. Nope. So if there's anything that I'm going to get right, is to snap the fuck out of this matrix bullshit, of this low vibrational freaking spells and curses and the this and the that and all that crap. Like, nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So when it's done for me, when in this body, when it's time for me to, I'm not coming back. I'm not, because I get it. Because I get it now. And I didn't always. And it's new shit to get it the way that I get it, because I can assure you they are working overtime to make sure that I don't get it. And people like us that get it, they are targeting us, and we will absolutely be inundated. That's the reason the things come on our timelines the way that they do. It's the reason that we're even still here, because it's the pros and the cons, right? We're being exposed to all of this negative shit because of what we're trying to expose in terms of the positive shit. Think about it. So we're going to see it. There's no way around it. But that's the real test, is being able to be shown what's happening and to not let it rock us in any way. To be like, what else you got? I'm going to be over here on the high vibes, swinging off a chandelier on a chandelier. Okay? Big facts. Big facts. Oh, it's okay, Rosalind. I'll post it on the YouTube. You'll get all of the shenanigans on the YouTube. But I'm going to go now. We're not doing it again, Andrea. We are not. Sorry, Rosalind, you missed it, but I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it. I can't repeat that. It was a moment. It was all the moment. And I got to call my mommy, indeed. Okay. I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. And, yeah. Sis, I'm going to see you on the other side. Andrea, I'm going to see you on the high vibes on the other side. We ain't coming back here. We ain't doing this again. All right? This is the last rodeo for me in this fucking earth is ghetto. Okay? I am way too high vibrational for this shit. Okay? I am over it. Like, totally over it. Seriously. I'm here to do what I'm here to do, and I'm doing it 100%. But it is the being about it more than the speaking. It is so much more. We got to be about it, not just speak about it. And I am getting that on such a fundamental level, especially because of what's being thrown at me. And I'm just like, test conquered. A+ on that one. 100 on that one. Okay, fine, 98. Okay, I'll work that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying attention to when but then I jump right back on it. Get giddy to giddy up. What I tell y'all about this year. Get giddy to giddy up. Fire horse year. Giddy. That is happy. That is joy. That is exuberance. That is what we're supposed to be feeling every freaking single day. Literally every single day, we're supposed to be happy. High vibrational. It's the way that we're supposed to receive all of the things and the stuff and the money and all of the things that we're chasing and wanting so much. It's the only way, because then it just finds its way. And we ain't got to do nothing. Just be happy. And they can call me Delulu, and they can call me unrealistic, and they can call me all of the things. They can have it, because they're not coming where I'm going. And maybe there's not space for everybody, and that's why it's got to be that way. But it's a choice. I know what I choose. I told Spirit from a very early age, use me choose me. Choose me, use me. And it is done. And now I'm paying very close attention. And I know that when I hear something that is not high vibrational, that's not from spirit. Period. It is not from spirit. That is everything else. And it is me. And I gotta wash that shit. It is brain pollution. We have to brainwash ourselves. Yeah. Color gold. That's right. Yellow and gold. That is the year. That is the time. I'm gonna have to run to the bathroom. Cool. But I'm going now. I love you. I'm gonna call my mother. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. And stay happy and stay up. Okay. It is only up from here, but you have to be up for it to only be up from here. You can't get up from low down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's come on, y'all. This is again the implore. I'm like, come on, we got this. I love you guys. Mwah. Until tomorrow.